5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl, Bree Stories.
And it's A Tati.
And it's, Khalil Bird, K-Bird 2?
Whoever you want to be. Who do you want to be today,
I'm Khalil Bird, but on Twitter and everything else.
Yes, tell them that.
KBYRD2.
Yes, because Twitter is a vibe for this one here.
Twitter is a vibe.
So make sure you get into it. And of course, at MJM Kid is here as well, doing his things and his stuff. Asia will be back next week, we promise. I know y'all probably like, wow, bitch. Yeah. But she'll be back. Okay.
And I'm here in the meantime.
And you're here right now.
So
exactly. So all the while lucky, always. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
So Khalil is a good friend of ours. I actually met Khalil via Michael and Tati, or maybe just Michael. I don't know.
Tati.
College friends.
Michael wasn't there.
Wasn't where? Tell us.
He wasn't. No.
Was I Howard by the
Yeah, you were probably gone
Yeah, you were.
by the time.
You were.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. So just Tati.
Okay, so just Tati.
It was.
Okay, so cool. So Khalil was just a good friend of ours from the college years. Always is a vibe on the twits. This guy right here with the album reviews, with the pop culture, just insight. Always a vibe on the twits. So a good person to be following if you like to just be entertained with the words and things.
Thank you guys.
You're so welcome. Thank
Love
you for
guys.
coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're also a neighbor of mine who lives right down the street.
2 blocks.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
Literally walked to his apartment and back to mine like it wasn't nothing. So that lets me know that I'm going to be over there much more often.
Absolute. Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Hallelujah.
I'm ready to get drunker.
Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and check in. I haven't started the check-in in a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and start the check-in today. Physically, I'm getting better. I don't know what happened to me Saturday after it was Asia's birthday, and we had this, it was just a long day of things. And I got through the whole day. It was very late. I was very tired. Got home, put my bag down. All of a sudden, it was just like, I felt like my whole body caved in. I threw up. Do you hear me? Like, I was sick. All the rotel, it was awful. So I was just so sick. So I'm sorry. That was graphic. I apologize. No, I was sick though. Like, it was terrible. So I'm feeling better because that actually like lingered into the next day. Like, I was not doing well. So physically, I'm feeling better is how I would describe that. Emotionally, I'm feeling joy. I'm feeling a lot more joy. I hadn't been going to therapy. It was my therapist's birthday, which, I mean, I guess they can do that. But I should have been like, I don't care if it's your birthday. You don't get a vacation. I didn't see you every week.
Therapists and barbers.
The intense people probably do be.
No,
like, but I need you.
No,
right.
I didn't feel that until like the end of last week because it's been a legit 2 weeks. Like, I didn't see her last Monday, but I saw her the Monday before, and it started to feel a little shaky. I started to be like,
so you just don't love me no more.
Like, I haven't had my check-in. So I was with my therapist today, so I'm feeling in a good place right now.
And you seemed at peace when I saw you. Like,
thanks.
You just were like...
No, because I got a good release. I got a good release in there. So that's probably true. My attention is currently on... by the time y'all see this, y'all probably would have already seen it. But I did a cover with Ryan Alexander, and it's finally out to the world. It took weeks. So it's on my page. It's on his page. It's on the YouTubes. You can go to EMS.com. I wrote a little blog piece about it, so check that out. Also, just my attention was just on all the projects, all the things, all the stuff, all the good stuff. And spiritually, I feel in this thing for the long run.
Okay.
What's that?
So physically, I feel kind of perfect. In a sense, I feel
perfect.
I feel very comfortable.
Yeah,
I guess. Like, I just feel peaceful. Emotionally, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Indifferent.
Indifferent feels like a real emotion.
Oh, I feel
So
you.
you feel
Yeah,
me?
and I don't think I don't feel it. I think I just don't really. Whatever it is, it hasn't been strong enough for it to be on my mind for me to be like, and I'm feeling
Absolutely.
mad. You know, it's not like that.
Hopefully it's joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you feel good
Yes.
emotionally? Okay.
Good.
In general, you feel.
Yeah, probably all goes with my physical state of just saying I feel
Yeah, just
peaceful and
feeling
just comfortable.
vibing.
Like I'm just chilling. I'm just
Vibing.
chilling.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
My attention is on Jay-Z and Beyonce. Because I've been listening to their album nonstop since it happened. So that's what my attention is on, just dissecting every little word, every little thing. It's on Apple Music. That was a great
blows the
surprise.
fuck out of me.
That was a great
It doesn't
surprise
blow
for
me, but
I'm just mad that I
the
did
things
everything
that I went through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I've used so
Yeah.
many email addresses.
I got that email talking about now on Apple Music. I said,
It would be. It would be.
So
As I'm still, doing the laborious task of trying to figure out how I'm gonna listen to this thing.
So emotion
They
is
said-
joy.
30
My
days.
emotion is joy because just thinking about all that, I got happy.
Yeah.
So and that's what my attention is on. So
Yeah.
yes, joy.
I love it.
And spiritually, I feel centered.
Did you just
No,
like
I
it
went down my body to say center.
I thought you said centered. I was to say,
No,
here's to the right. Here's to
not
the
this
left.
time, but I will.
Perfect.
Had to
Throughout
let
this
it all.
throughout this episode, you will see that diamond in the air.
Okay. Oh, my heart.
I think
Yeah.
physically, physically, if I'm going to be literal,
Please.
I feel great. I'm
Yeah.
in great shape. I feel great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
hey,
he's like,
I'm
look at
living
me.
my best life.
No, like not even on anything braggadocious. I feel great. Like
Yeah.
I've been working out. I've
Yes.
been watching my food. I feel great.
Yeah.
Emotionally, I feel anxious.
Ooh,
I feel anxious.
okay.
I don't quite know what to detail that with, but I feel anxious. I don't know.
That can be a fun.
Yeah, definitely. It
feeling
can be something
sometimes.
very
It's a fun-
cool.
It can go both ways.
It's a
Yeah.
fun. It's a scary. It's a exciting. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel anxious,
Yeah.
and all the good and the whatever that comes along with it.
Yes. Love
I
that.
like it.
My attention right now is on moving because I just realized my lease is about to end.
Don't you
so-
hate when that happens? Don't you hate
Yeah.
when you just realize that though?
And they need a 2-month time window for me to let them know. So I have to let them know by the end of this month if I'm gonna move in September. And I'm like, so that's what my attention is on, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And spiritually, I feel really centered,
Yeah.
like you said. I feel at peace with the decisions I've made, and I just feel good,
Yeah.
I feel good. Like, it's so good when you feel good about the things that you do.
Yes,
Like, you don't want
that's
to
a
ever
word.
feel like
Yeah.
at the
Like
end of
have
the day,
regret or
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
oh, I made the wrong decision. Yeah.
because there's some people at the end of the day that can't look in the mirror and be cool with themselves.
Ain't
And
that the word?
And there's some days where I don't feel that way, but for the
Yeah.
most part, I feel good at the end of every day. So
Yeah.
I love
feel
that.
centered.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Tell us something, MJM kid.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hey, everyone.
Physically, I'm feeling, I don't know. I guess I feel good too. Just, I've been going to the gym too, and I've been eating differently as well. So, I don't know. Oops. I'm just leave it there.
Yeah.
Emotionally, I also feel anxious because it's birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Cancer season coming up.
Season is here.
We love cancers.
Summertime is just always like you never know what direction it's gonna go in. So many things to look forward to. just Beyonce and Jay and just other concerts I need to just want to go and see and just want to go out of town and stuff. I don't know, just work like things. Summer is crazy. My attention is currently on, I would just say my birthday. Just want to have a good time and make better memories than last year. Anybody who knows what happened last year.
Facts.
And then
I think I was.
Me and Tasha ruled the day that we were supposed to be.
yeah.
He's really ruled the day. Okay, dog.
Spiritually, I just feel connected spiritually.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah, here we go.
So. First of all, bitch, you guessed it.
So you already know.
We all know. First of all, we were just talking extensively. Having a conversation just about how underwhelmed we've been with the footage that's been coming out with On the Run 2. It was looking a little lazy. It was looking a little played out. It was
repetitive.
It was looking a little repetitive. It was like, okay, not really, okay,
It was the same exact Coachella show.
It was Beachella
with less energy.
Less energy, better clothes.
Oh, and I just want to say,
Tell us.
for y'all and every other naysayer. Prior to whatever.
Who naysayer?
I mean, not naysayer, but just like, this is my thing. I don't care if Beyonce gets on stage doing the Beyonce experience from 06, 07.
Facts.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to go.
I'm
going to be happy.
Don't get us twisted.
I'm just saying,
I'm
gonna
still
be there
counting
regardless.
down
Right.
moments.
Don't get us
Till
wrong.
showtime.
All we were saying was just like that. So for us, that wasn't telling us Beyonce getting lazy. That was telling us something is coming, and by the time she gets here, this show that we've been seeing little clips of is not going to be that's not going to be what it is. It's not even going to be what it is. So, and we were just saying that, and lo and fucking behold, I didn't think that it would be this soon, though. I thought that she was going to do the whole, overseas leg. And our prediction via Michael was that they would drop it at Paris because they love Paris, and then Paris is the last overseas. It's like the last overseas location, and then they were gonna come to the U.S. with a brand new bop, a whole new show. The bitches were just gonna be brand new,
Which makes sense.
Yes, but they gave it to us yesterday, 2 days ago, 2 days.
Yeah.
The day before. What's today? Yesterday.
Monday?
Saturday.
Oh.
They gave it to us Saturday, which I guess that was Friday night their time, wherever they were, Liverpool or some damn where, London or someplace.
Question: the place where they announced the album,
London.
like when they announced it on stage, did they perform anything from it when they announced
They
it?
showed the video. She said, we got a
Video.
surprise for y'all. Want you to see this new project we're working on. Popped the video out, and then they went off stage. Album
And
out
then it
now.
said, out now. And the show was over now.
The show was over, yeah. It
They
was
had
at the
it.
end.
Yeah, I would have been a pressed bitch at the London show.
That is
I would have been a pressed bitch.
Like, okay,
I'm
wait a
salty
minute, bitch.
for y'all.
I would've been
How many
pressed.
shows have they had? 4?
Yeah,
Four or
like
five,
3 or 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm salty for y'all. Because that's some
Yeah, 'cause y'all
real
That's
fucked up
petty.
shit.
That's petty.
Even though
The whole
I'm
tour should be like centered low key around like this second
this.
joint album,
Or
or I
if
mean
it's
this
not,
first joint album, but just this.
Don't slight me and
Right.
then give it to somebody
Right,
else.
right.
I paid my
No,
money too.
facts.
But if anybody got it, we should get it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's from the States.
She's-
I feel like overseas gets like the best of everything all the time.
I think it's
so
just
whatever.
fucked up that they not fucked up like that, but
It
it's
was
just like y'all did it so early. I could
early.
see if they would have done the
Yeah.
whole
Yes.
overseas leg,
Yes.
and then because
Yeah.
she usually does that anyway. She did that self-titled.
Yeah.
You know.
But she don't ever want to be predictable. That is her thing.
I know, that is
And she
true.
felt. I bet she felt like if I did that, people would have been like, "Oh yeah, that's what she. That's what
She's
I guess
supposed
she
to
would."
do that.
It's like, bitch, you guessed it. Like she, right?
Yeah, I had to make sure that this part of the segment was called "Bitch, You Guessed It" because we already knew, we just didn't though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we
Right.
knew, but we had no idea. Which is what Beyonce does, especially at this point. We got our antennas up. We're constantly in there. Okay, so now that so we've all heard the album.
Yes.
Okay, so initial thoughts. First of all, it makes me what Beyonce and Jay-Z are doing and what they do in a general sense makes me emotional because they are at the fucking Louvre. Not just them and a slew of black ass dancers and black ass like hood ass looking niggas too. I know them niggas. No, not even the twisty one, but just the fucking niggas that they had in like it looked like they had gone in the basement or something. You know what I'm saying? When the camera go down, and it looked like it's just like drawers in the wall.
Right.
Them niggas look like they shot some shit up before.
Hell yeah.
You know, like the Fifi. They shoot up the Fifi
Gas
on
when I
82nd.
smoke, nigga. Like,
For real.
yeah.
Like them look like those types of niggas. So for you to take these, I mean, obviously that's just how they look. They probably nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like you taking niggas,
we don't know.
and you like we about to fucking who knows how much money it cost them to the fucking Louvre of Paris, France, like the Mona Lisa that they're standing in front of. This isn't a prop. This isn't like some shit that they just, you know, whipped up real quick for effects. They're in the place. They in the spot. Dancing and shit. Just cutting up.
Right.
Like, you know? And then like
black as hell.
being so black and like being black in the space,
like some niggas.
just being niggas. Exactly.
Don't want to come in front of the Mona Lisa and act
and
fucking
cut up,
forward.
and I loved it. And technically, they didn't really cut up in front of the Mona Lisa. They cut up everywhere else, though.
Yeah,
But
they
was really
They
really
kept it
still.
cute, right?
They
That
really
was
just
like-
held hands.
Yeah,
Right.
And I just, first of all, I am here for this era of rap Beyonce. I'm here for this era of rap Beyonce. I'm totally here also for the fact that Jay-Z is just someone who gets better with time. Like, listening to this nigga rap in 2008, how old is this nigga?
The whole, every song.
This nigga was out when
I was
Pac was
sitting
out,
there
G,
like,
like-
what the like,
He
how?
gets better
Yes.
every single time. Like, the
How?
man wanted to retire. What was that, a decade ago Black Album came out?
Over a decade,
You know what I'm
G.
saying? Like, and he could have,
03.
and he could have said, "Fuck it." He could have been completely done. This man has done nothing but just do better shit and better shit and better shit with music. Not to mention just his regular everyday life and his regular everyday investments or whatever else he's trying to sign the checks to. But like this rap shit, they dropped Ape Shit immediately, which is like the single. That's the one we talking about with the, if you haven't been watching.
Naturally.
If you haven't been seeing. But fucking like hops out the gate, Jay-Z does with a fucking Chief Keef sample. Which another thing that I know about Beyonce and Jay-Z is that they not no thieves, and they understand like generational wealth, and they want everybody to get their piece of the pie. Chief Keef got some money off of him doing those two fucking lines.
Hell yeah.
I know for a fact that he does. I feel it in my heart. So just shout out to that. Just shout out to like I fuck with that. Like that, and what that song is. What is that? Finito. What that song did for our Black Chicago culture, you can't go nowhere in that song. It's a fucking bop. So for Jay-Z to know and understand that and take a piece of that and do what he did, and then talk about I'm like Chief Keef meet Rafiki, who been Lion King to you. Shut the fuck up talking to me. I don't know what you little niggas are doing. I don't know what y'all niggas think are lyrics. Gee, and he went on too.
But you know what I accredit that to? I mean, I don't accredit that as a whole to this, but I feel like that definitely shows how important it is to have creative people around you and people that inspire you and motivate you, because Beyonce and Jay-Z, they feed off of each other. And I feel like both of them being so great is what helps continue their greatness. Like, if it's just you at the top by yourself, and like they said, all your friends around you and
like,
shit,
cool.
like you're not gonna elevate, because who's there to tell you should be doing better?
And look at Beyonce. Like Jay-Z is who Jay-Z is on his own.
Yes.
Definitely, and of course.
But Beyonce, and that is the strength of their relationship.
Beyonce is every time I see her, she on another level.
Absolutely.
She's not surpassing nobody but her fucking self. She's not even in competition with her husband. Only her, literally only herself. And the fact that she can like go through this entire album of 9 tracks plus one, the other one that's not really on the album. Salute.
Which I actually haven't heard yet. I just have to say.
Okay, it's good.
I haven't heard that song yet.
Yeah, it took me a long time to see it because on the title thing, it wasn't popping up.
It wasn't popping, right. So
it had just popped up for me too, like yesterday.
Like, I'm not doing
the
most.
For her to just surpass herself in the way that she has, like, I'm a fan, and I'm trying not to be like a fangirl, and I'm trying to really like listen intensively. But I feel like another thing that they're doing is that they're taking so many elements from from this particular era of music, even like the mumble rap era, like, you know, and still keeping intact the eras that they've always drawn from, just like with the samples that they use, paying homage so much so to Southern rap like Beyonce loves to do. Like, for them to be able to take those things and intensify it to a sound that is truly theirs. Like, nobody does that.
I feel like they set a good example for like I don't like to call people haters, but like the bitter,
Absolutely.
like the bitter buttons of the world that like to like snap off, and like
The bitter
the
betties.
older
Right.
rappers that just like only know how to talk shit or complain about the new generation.
Right.
For somebody
Right.
that's as amazing as Beyonce and Jay-Z, and that
To
they
see
can
the-
sit down and still be like, no, that's great,
That's
that's
tight.
great, that's tight. Like, I draw inspiration from all of this. Y'all need to
Yes.
chill out. Let you know that there is good in everything.
Yeah.
And that you don't have to hate on
Beyonce
people.
love the
No.
trends.
Like,
Beyonce
just be
love the
happy.
trends.
Just be happy. Listen to what you like and don't listen to what you don't. But
Yes.
So
Yes, I know you have an unpopular opinion, and I love to hear it.
I just want to say as a precursor, okay, I love Beyonce as I've been literally a Beyonce fan since I have to give this precursor because if I say what I'm about to say, it's gonna be taken in the wrong way.
Okay.
And I have to give this. So
Okay.
I love B.
Yes.
Literally grew
Okay.
up. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Houston,
Okay,
Texas, baby.
like
I forgot.
since Writings on the Wall, since the self-titled Destiny's
Yeah.
Child album, literally, I have been a fan, intense fan of Beyonce and everything that she has done.
Yeah.
I enjoy,
However,
Tell out, but
however,
and same applies
Same
to
with
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Got
I
it.
love Jay,
Got it.
king of rap, king of hip hop right now, whatever. Okay, guys, I like the album. I really enjoy it. This is
She can't get it out.
right. Okay, this is my issue. I thought about this long and hard. Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
This is my issue. When I have Crazy in Love,
okay.
and I have Deja Vu, and I have 03 Bonnie and Clyde, and I have Upgrade You, and I have Drunk in Love, and maybe a couple other ones, and I have these songs
That's how you like it.
that are we love That's How You
Love
Like
That's
It,
How
okay?
This is tough.
It's, hood bitch bop, okay? When I have those songs in front of me, and so to me, those are the pinnacle of what they've created prior to this album. When I listen to this album, in my humble opinion, nothing quite compares to those records. So for me, coming off of, in my opinion, Beyonce's best album, I think Lemonade is artistically Beyonce's best album.
Facts.
And even if you disagree, I think most people would agree that runner-up or the best is her self-titled.
Okay.
I coming off of those records and even 4 before that, I'm a little underwhelmed.
I will take that though.
I like it. I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I am not like, oh my God. Like, I'm not, and I'm trying to be like, because I don't want to feel like I'm stifling B. Like, I love B, and I love the fact that she raps.
Personally,
I
she's
don't
in the
like
house
her.
right now. Khalil.
Right, Khalil. Oh my God, right. Right. Not that my fucking opinion matters. Like,
I don't want to
It
stop.
totally does.
right,
It totally
right.
does.
Thank you. But like, I don't want to feel like I'm putting her in this box of like what I feel like she can give, because I love when she raps. She's been
trying to dabble in that for so long.
Since-
she's been getting her foot.
she's been sing rapping since the beginning of her career, if you really think about it. So I'm not putting her in a
That's
box.
true.
I just
Just give it time.
Just don't want
give it time. But you know what I have to do? I have to also look at it
as its own thing.
as a hip hop album.
Oh yeah.
And I think I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I think I might be looking at it as a Beyonce album.
Right.
And
No,
to me,
yeah.
musically, this sounds, even whether you want to think that Jay-Z is the star, Beyonce is the star, regardless, musically, this sounds more like a Jay-Z album. I think we can maybe all agree with that.
I
right?
disagree with that.
Really?
I feel like Beyonce is just trumping over him in most songs.
No. Not who's the bigger star.
I
in
know,
this
no.
song.
I mean, he sounds like the feature in most
Really?
songs.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because like even we were just listening to, what were we just listening to in the car?
The whole
We
album.
did listen to the whole album. But one of
The
the,
whole
songs
album.
is like maybe 5 minutes long,
Friends.
and he he don't come. Is that he don't come in till the very end, and then
Yeah.
she ends it long as fuck.
Yeah.
Like and I feel like that's kind of the structure of a lot of the songs.
But I still agree. I get, because I agree. I do feel like Jay-Z does sound more like the feature on the majority of them.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying too, in the sense of like how you're saying you feel like it's a hip hop
Right.
album. Like just because he's featured, you still feel like it was still just so
Geared towards
heavily
hip-hop, yeah.
influenced by his thought and his musical
Yes.
preferences, or maybe not.
Right.
I'm sure it was both of their preferences,
Absolute,
but
absolute.
just like how they feed off of each other and how
Absolute.
they came together to make this sound,
Right.
but it's more tailored.
I feel like it's
To the
more
Jay-Z
tailored
side,
because
maybe.
B likes to sing. Like, I've been following
Sure.
Beyonce since the beginning of the time. She likes to sing. She can sing. She's one of the greatest vocalists of all time.
I agree.
And I feel like this album was geared more towards Jay-Z because I just can't personally believe that if it was geared more towards B, that it would be as vocally stifling as it is now. I'm not saying that there's not great vocal moments. She does do her little runs and stuff, and I appreciate that. It's great. It's musically, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I maybe for me, I'm ready for that
Right. Like we've
that I
waited
was
long
getting
enough.
before.
We've waited long enough after the Lemonade era. Like,
Yes.
I can understand that.
And maybe I wasn't ready for that.
No,
you
that
know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
I definitely feel like she was letting it be known that
Like, poor
this
baby.
is what a
Right.
joint album sounds like.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like
Right.
this is what
Absolutely.
us come. This like we have a specific sound together.
And that's a great
And then
point.
I'm somebody,
There we go.
separate
Yes.
when I'm by myself,
Yes.
and then he'll be somebody separate. But together, this is what we sound
This is
like.
how we
So whenever
sound.
you hear like, if we ever say we dropping another joint project,
Yeah.
this is what you'll get.
Yeah.
But I do also
Right.
understand too, like the lack of expectancy in that, because when you think about everything else that they've done together, when you think about who's that love story anyway? What's that called?
Oh my God. Part
What's the
2.
name of that
Why
song?
didn't I say
Right.
that earlier?
So
Yeah.
when you think about that, which is kind of where they left us off as far as like Beyonce and Jay-Z, especially in terms of like On the Run 1, and we're coming on to On the Run 2.
Yeah.
If On the Run 2 is the basis is this album, that means we don't get that kind of, even though I'm sure they're going to continue to bring those elements to us, but I do understand like this is really so a totally different
It
genre.
is. And even for me, and just being a little critical, even for me in the grand scheme of like the saga of their relationship as it plays out in relation to their music.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Lemonade, incredible.
Yes.
444, stellar.
Yes.
I don't personally feel like this album is on the level of either of those. And so for me, it's like, I appreciate it, I like it, but because Beyonce has continued to just go on this upward ascension of just getting better and better and better with her albums, because she's attached to this, I think I'm like, I'm like, okay, this is not Lemonade, this is not self-titled, this is not 4.
Yeah.
So for
Would
me,
you say that this album is I think that people like me, at least, I was looking forward to On the Run 2 being, I said this on the show, like when she said in Lemonade, like, and we're gonna heal, I was looking forward to seeing that, like that, them showing us this is what it looks like to be in a healthy relationship. And I think that now that you're saying that, I think that it definitely depicts
That's
that.
what I think I got.
I think that it definitely depicts that, but I don't think that it depicted it in the way that I would have thought.
Yes.
I would have seen it be a trail off of that, of like, even that noise, like the way that she like sighed into a note, like even that, like just that type of music. So would you say that this is like a poor depiction of what they look like healed?
I mean, and I could be biased, but I don't really think anything she does is a poor depiction. I think I Am Sasha Fierce is her worst album, and I don't think it was a poor depiction.
Wait, you thought which one?
I think
You said, wait,
look, I'll say it again. I Am Sasha Fierce. Did
Are
you
you
hear
for
that?
real?
But I think it's her worst album.
That's hilarious.
But I'll still go with it. Y'all can put it on. I'll still be like,
Yes,
let's get it. Like, you know
it's
what I
a
mean?
good album, yo.
So-
You should really.
Because
I don't
everybody
think that
has,
it was a poor
if there's
depiction.
gonna be a rating system, Some
Somebody
album
has
has
to
to
be
be
the
at
worst.
1 and one has to be 10. Like,
Yeah.
and when you're a
See,
great
those are the types of
artist,
things that I refuse to think about when it comes to Beyonce. And I think that's why I be so. Because you could have said any album, and I would have been like, why would you say that?
yeah,
Because
like,
people try Dangerously Love all the time. People act like Dangerously Love is not the shit.
Stop.
Are you one of them? Because
No.
I feel like you are.
Do you?
I'm not gonna put it.
Are you
It might
crazy?
be at the bottom.
I mean, I understand the bottom, but like you gotta understand.
No,
that
I
that's
love
like a
Dangerously
fantastic
Love.
Okay.
album.
I
Like,
love
he's
it.
saying
Wait, you think
I know. I
I'm
just
Sasha
don't
Fierce
wanna
is
think
better?
of those terms.
I love. I can listen. I really love I'm Sasha Fierce.
The whole both sides.
Yes, both sides.
Okay.
Same. The deluxe too.
Oh.
I want satellites. I want every song.
Look,
I want every song.
I mean,
okay?
I love every album.
I mean,
though.
absolutely.
Think about that.
And I was also like it holds a piece in my heart because of what I was going through at the
Well,
time.
I love the I Am side. Personally, I love both sides.
Crazy.
I love all her albums. Like,
Yeah, it's just
I-
something's gonna be your most favorite and something's gonna be your least favorite, but that doesn't make any.
Mariah
any less
Carey's
great.
Rainbow
Here
is
we
my
go. I
least
knew it.
favorite.
I knew you
It's
were
my
gonna
least
say
favorite.
that.
Of course, y'all know.
We should have started we should have made a bet of how
So
long
I
it would
love
take
Mariah, y'all.
for him to
Look,
bring
if
up
you
Mariah
didn't know.
Carey.
So Rainbow is my least favorite,
And
but
I'm
I
not
still
sure.
like
I
it.
just sat here thinking like I don't think I have a least. I'm trying to think. What would be my least favorite Usher album?
Do you have a least favorite?
I don't know. I
Well,
never even thought
I'll
about
tell you
it.
if
I
you don't
would
have
agree
one.
with Rainbow though.
Rainbow.
Yeah,
I
like-
thought about it.
Yeah, no.
Because E equals MC squared. Look,
Touch
that
my
was a
body,
motherfucking
baby.
album.
Yes,
That
I wish
was
you
an
well. The whole album.
up.
The whole album.
Shut up.
Wait, what's
Oh, we
Wait.
gotta move on.
Raymond versus Raymond? I mean, no. What was the one
I
after that?
love that.
No.
Here I stand.
Here I Stand.
What's
Yeah,
after
probably.
the one with Climax? That can go.
Oh, that's like the water. That's like the.
Oh, yeah.
Looking
what's
for
that?
myself.
Yeah.
That can
Oh,
go.
myself.
I'm talking about that can go.
He can look for himself somewhere else.
And I like
That-
Jackson.
Ain't
That
nobody
can go.
here.
And honestly,
Maybe looking for my. Maybe that could.
I don't
be
like that as a
an
title.
unpopular opinion, I don't like Climax. I think Climax.
That's a fantastic song.
I think
That's
Climax
crazy.
by Usher isn't a good song.
Okay.
Has to go.
Who? Papers?
Papers.
Oh, Papers is awful.
What?
It's
Yeah, I
not.
don't
It's
like
not
that
awful, but like, come on.
What?
All right.
That's a
okay.
mood. I'm ready to sign them papers.
So.
That was a 2017 mood.
He
What
loves
do y'all
divorce.
mean?
So he loves.
He loves divorce.
I love a divorce.
I
A
love a good
necessary divorce.
I love a
with
good
flavor.
I love a necessary divorce.
A necessary
That's a
divorce.
hashtag.
I listen
Okay, let's go on. Sorry.
Okay, well, moving on from the greatness that is Jay-Z and Beyonce. So.
Great.
which we love and stream by. I bought it.
Yeah.
I
He's
bought
like,
it.
don't nobody leave here thinking that I don't.
Yeah, I
I
bought
didn't
it.
buy it. I bought Apple Music.
I bought it. No, I
I'm
stream
glad
it
it's
and
on
I bought
music
it.
now because I can buy it.
Yeah, I didn't buy it.
I bought it.
I don't know how to do that on time.
But
That's my
so in
dedication.
unfortunate news though, Rich the Kid, the rapper, if the kids keep up with him,
Yeah.
had
Let me scroll
home
down and see his
invasion.
face.
He was at his girlfriend Tory Brick's home, and
Isn't that Young and May ex-girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't really know the
See.
two of them that well.
I feel like I've seen that name attached to Young and May
Yeah.
before.
Maybe. But they were at her home. House was broken into. There was a picture posted of Rich the Kid in the hospital, like on the hospital bed. And at first, nobody knew what had happened. They just posted a picture of him in the hospital.
Okay.
Then later, it came out that there had been a home invasion. He tried to put up a fight. Got hurt in the process. Immediately, he's
So
married. They're separated, but he's married. And
To
immediately, no, he's some other lady.
Rich the Kid.
How
His
old is
name
he?
is ringing a
I
bell.
don't know.
Oh, I was gonna
Like-
say married and
He's
separated.
young.
That's a lot to go through in your
Yeah, I don't
20s.
know. But he ain't 30. So he probably ain't older than me. None,
I'll
of the,
say you
kids,
probably
none
not-
of the kids are these days.
No, they're,
but
they're a fresh 20. They're a
So-
fresh 20. If that.
she immediately spoke out saying
Toy Bricks.
Fresh.
no, his
Oh,
estranged
sorry.
wife immediately spoke
Okay.
out on Instagram and Twitter and shit saying Tory Brooks set him up.
Oh.
She believes that she set him up. Fuck
Oh.
that shit. Like dumb. Like she did it basically. And it was an outpour of that. A lot of people were saying she set him up. And then so eventually she posted a video of herself on Instagram. She has like a black eye and like a bruise under her eye. And she posted a video basically to say like, I did not, like, just trying to defend herself, basically, saying
because why would I get my ass beaten?
Right, like saying like I didn't set him up, saying like I was in the hospital as well, but that's just not the way. You know, like he's very close with his fans and wanted his fans to know what was happening with him. She was like, I was insecure about the incident, so I didn't post things of myself in the hospital. Right. And she was like, but like, don't believe the hype. I didn't do it. Our friend The Game likes to often.
I saw this. Now that you said The Game, I saw this.
He reposted a picture of her face with the bruise on his page with a long comment basically being like, Tyler Perry, you need to give her a role. Don't believe the hype, rich the kid. You need to get some better people around you. I'm not believing it.
But how does he know? How does he know?
They just don't believe it. I don't know. I don't know. People, they just
niggas.
They just not believing the story. And they just like, get some better people around you. Shorty had on lip. Everybody was hyped over the fact that she had lip gloss on in the video.
I mean, if I just got my ass whooped and I was gonna show y'all that I got my ass whooped,
I don't know why that was a big. It was just lip. She wasn't done up like face beat for the guys. She had on lip gloss. That's it. I'm like, I don't know why that was such a big deal to people. They want to see her. They want to see her looking like Antoine Fisher's mama in the movie. They wanted the white lips, the house coat, and her just sitting there like,
you better shut the fuck up. You better shut the fuck up.
That's clearly that's what people need in order to feel bad for somebody.
No, that's true. That's
true. She was too cute. She was too cute for them to believe.
Like, it's not enough. Like, you know, and of course we don't know the real story. I just heard the story.
Right.
But it's not enough, if this is true, that I also went through a traumatic experience. Wasn't he at her house?
Yeah, it was at her house.
So, I'm sorry. Let's talk about how I'm supposed to feel safe after this. That's
and
what
he came out with a statement
head.
shortly after, too, and said, like, Tori didn't set me up. Basically, he wrote like a little like statement just saying like, she didn't set me up, don't believe that shit, blah blah blah. And my thing is, like you said, I don't know one way or the other. The girl could have set him up, she could have not set him up, but I do know that I don't know. Right. And because I don't know,
I'm not about to be like, don't believe these bitches.
Things where abuse is involved. You don't ever want to get caught up victim shaming somebody when you really don't know.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's really wrong because
if she did it,
the 50% chance that she did not do it, and you were putting her through extra shit. Yeah. Like, just mind your business.
Absolutely.
Like, just mind your business. If you don't think it was. If you think she set him up, then just think that in your head.
It's just annoying. It's just annoying how prominent social media is and stuff, because this didn't have to be a story. You could have just dealt with that, gone to the hospital,
and that's what I was going to say.
Get your restraining orders, filed your police report. Like, why did y'all even have to post pictures?
Exactly. And when you bring social media,
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, and she was saying because he's so dedicated, he want to make sure his fans knew. But it's just like y'all.
When you bring social, I think when you bring like everyone else, I mean, when you bring everyone else into your drama, it gives you invite and people, you know, the right to have an opinion about your drama and what you're going through.
Right.
If you don't want that, then you shouldn't.
Yeah, and I think that's why I just don't be understanding like what the
I don't get it either.
Is.
People have to expect the worst out of people. Unfortunately, like you can't post like how you said. You know that you're inviting other people's opinions, and in this day and age, you have to expect the worst. Like people's opinions are going to be terrible. Like 9 times out of 10, they're going to be horrible opinions that are going to do way more harm than good.
The worst about me being
to your psyche.
On this. Like, let's see.
I'm so happy.
I love you guys.
No, you're gonna make us famous.
No, what?
You are. I said you are.
No.
You are.
Get those Twitter followers.
No. Y'all are amazing. But no, that's true. When you can't,
you never know what they're gonna say.
And the thing is, a lot of people like to play like, oh, I'm just trying to do this to raise a. I mean, especially in this era right now, people are trying to use the awareness thing, and a lot of people honestly just want attention. And I'm not saying that's the case,
it's so
right? And it's so hard to decipher which one is which.
Right, you just don't know.
You don't know.
And when you don't know,
that's all you can do
just don't say nothing.
Right.
All we can
if
do
you don't
on
got
an
nothing
individual
nice to say, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
All.
But all we can do on an individual basis is
bro, I don't know if Usher has herpes. I have no idea if Usher has herpes.
I love how you directed that.
But that has nothing.
I don't know if you gave Usher herpes. Is what it sounded like. I don't know.
But that has nothing to do with me. I don't care whether he has herpes or not.
I feel very personally attacked.
Is that what you're about to say? No, whether he has herpes or not, I'm a suck it.
I mean, what's that check looking like? You know what I mean? But Either way.
Now I'm
Either
attacked
way.
on multiple bases.
No, not you.
I said I felt attacked.
Oh, I said no.
When he mentioned it in the first place, I felt attacked because I'm the
No.
only one sitting here that
I
really
love
gives a
Usher.
fuck. And then second of all, you ended with talking about you might suck his dick depending on what the chick look like. So
I'm
now
just-
you're coming for my man. In so many ways, more than one.
Okay.
Moving on.
Wait, question.
Knock it the fuck
Where's
off.
he at? Where's he at?
In my room.
Oh.
In my
Funny.
At the crib.
Oh.
Tomorrow Friday.
My phone just went off. Go ahead.
It was Mariah, not him.
Oh,
Petty parlor. Because y'all both being petty.
okay.
Yes. Petty parlor. So there was a man. His name is Michael something. Who, not that Michael.
We love. Oh.
But
There was
he was an older man. He was taking Viagra. Had a Viagra prescription. He was a little embarrassed by it, so he didn't even have it on his insurance. He was paying for it out of pocket because he didn't want his wife to know. Like, yes, he was paying like hundreds of dollars to pay for it. So, in the midst of this, though, apparently his wife was at the CVS picking up a different prescription or something, and the pharmacist let her know, like, your husband's Viagra is ready if you'd like to pick it up.
that goofy bitch.
So,
His prescription.
First of all, that's a violation of HIPAA.
His prescription. Okay. His
so
prescription.
the
Go ahead.
man was livid.
I would have been
pissed.
too.
So now he's suing CVS. It's an undisclosed amount. I don't know how much it is, but he's saying it
I hope
ruined
it's a
his
lot.
relationship. He's saying that it put him through a lot of mental stress. Just a whole bunch of shit.
I have
Yes.
a question. Now, what that pharmacist did was wrong. It's a
Sure.
violation of HIPAA. You cannot, I don't give a fuck who it is, because if he wasn't paying for it out of his insurance, then that woman definitely wasn't listed as a person that you could talk openly about my prescriptions or my health. So what she did was wrong. But here's my question though. What if, I don't know how, I didn't read this story. What if he was mad because he was cheating on his wife, and his wife was like,
You know what? We the same type of bitch.
because if they're older, because I always hear about Viagra becoming
Well, like she's like, we don't even have sex no more.
right, Viagra becoming prominent because older men are
Right.
having sex with younger women.
Hey, real
so I
tea,
wonder
real
if
tea,
she
I
was
know
like,
some niggas.
fuck pills. He ain't fucked me since 2012.
True.
And then she came home with the receipts of you obviously cheating on me, and now you've ruined my marriage, and so now I'm gonna sue you. So if that's the case, you got what you deserved. But
Either way, he can still sue.
yeah, I was gonna say, but that pharmacist fucked up. She probably lost her job.
But real quick, I just want
you're
to
supposed to
say,
take an oath on that.
I
think.
know, I mean, I won't say I know some people. I mean, but if one person told me, I'm assuming there's other people
Young
that
people take
experience
Viagra as
this.
well, too.
Yeah, one
Young
of my
people do take
friends.
Viagra.
We won't disclose who, whatever. But
Next time we say he gonna be like,
Right.
That's what we do here.
Look, we'll tell you.
the name.
okay, Jeremy.
we'll see you guys later, you know. But no, one of my friends disclosed to me that he was like, "Oh, I took Viagra, you know, whatever."
No, is he trying to take it as like a party drug, like I'm trying to fuck all night drug?
I don't know that I asked.
Or does he
I was
need
just
it?
kind of like, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you," because I don't feel like you should be going. I don't feel like you should be going through that this early. I'm not.
So, well, I'm gonna be a good sister. Give
Right.
me a prayer tonight.
Pray for you, but yeah. So
No, but I
maybe
do
he
know
was
young
30.
people.
He might not have been.
No, I know young. When I say young, I mean like 30s, 40s.
Oh.
You know, I don't know nobody in their 20s. Not to laugh at that, because if you do have to take that,
Hey.
do what you gotta
To all the Sex in the City fans, do y'all remember it was an old episode when Samantha was having sex with some man and he was like taking Viagra. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, taking Viagra. He was like, it makes the sex amazing. And she was like,
Well,
oh.
shit, you making
And
me
she
want to
was
go
like-
get some damn
So
Viagra.
Samantha was like, let me try one then. Apparently, it just sent her over the edge.
Not the same for
She
women.
had the best sexual experience of her life, and she became a little addicted.
You got a notebook?
Because because then
Wait,
every time
what?
they had sex, she was looking for pills, and eventually he was like, okay.
do. You need to relax.
Yeah, he was like,
bitch.
I'm a little uncomfortable. I think you're.
She was
drawing
like
an
Zoe
addiction.
on that Adderall.
Yeah, and you don't want to get reliant on that.
Right.
Right.
But I just meant to say that like if that was like a real thing that happens, like some people might just take it just to be like, we fucking all night tonight.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
Young,
about
that's
to
what I'm saying.
pop
Young
this
people
pill.
do that.
Yeah, just
I know someone personally who
Honestly, after
would
this
do that.
conversation, you know, I don't have any.
Try it out.
I mean, well, like whatever. But
Well,
you know, when that happens again,
You're
I might have to take some Viagra
intrigued.
so we can have it be an all night.
See,
thing.
girls don't
Let's
have to
it.
do nothing but pop a little Molly in their asshole and they good
I mean,
for the night.
Don't y'all be like?
Who is y'all?
I said I don't
Don't
do that.
y'all females be like coming back to back and shit? Like, don't
Not
y'all?
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
I was like, not everybody.
Look, my round
Yes.
lasts a long time.
I was
but
like,
once it's
everybody
a wrap, it's
is
a wrap.
different.
Like, no, y'all
You
be
know,
on
still
some
some
other
women
shit.
out there that say they haven't, they've never came.
Lots of women have never had an orgasm.
So,
Black women?
Lots of women die without having an orgasm.
Look, bitches fucking niggas.
you said black?
Bitches
black
fucking
women?
niggas.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Like with the Idris and the Elvis?
With the,
Oh, speaking of Idris Elba, that's my life as a catalog. I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait. You just reminded me of my life as a catalog though. But let's go ahead and move on. So this week's main word.
It's all about Tati.
So first of all, no, it's not. Next time.
Next time.
So, happy Pride, y'all. Chicago Pride is this week. It's popping. It's busting. And a couple of us in this room are a part of the LGBTQ community. And I specifically have been wanting to talk about the bisexual spectrum of the LGBTQ community because I feel like the bisexual spectrum is a very
neglected
and just unique in our experience.
Absolutely.
So I consider myself a pansexual, but I only consider myself a pansexual because I don't know. I don't feel right calling myself a bisexual because it's limiting, but based off of experience, I'm a bisexual. But I call myself a pansexual because I don't know if I met a
What
trans
is
person.
pansexual? Oh, that's what that means. I was about to say, what is
A
So
pansexual?
you just like a
pansexual-
pan, you can put anything in that bitch. And it's just gonna, you fry that motherfucker, you put some spice in that bitch, it's just gonna cook. It's just gonna cook, bitch. So that's what a pan, if you need to remember it.
You know what I feel
That's
like
so
right now?
offensive.
I feel like white people, when
No,
black
no.
people make jokes that they don't know if they can laugh at or not. Like, that's how
Ooh.
this feels.
Ooh.
Like,
That makes
Is
you
that
like
bad?
when
that
you
makes
just
you a
looking
good
at people
person.
laugh. Like,
No, but like in a funny way. Because I love Brie, I don't care.
Pansexual is a person whose sexual attraction is not limited to just male or female. It could
Okay.
also be people who identify as trans or men who
Absolutely.
identify as women or
Okay.
vice versa.
And I'm
It's
being funny
it's-
like that.
I know.
No,
But
of course.
I consider myself a pansexual just because I don't feel comfortable, like saying definitively I'm bisexual means I like men and I like women and that is it. But I don't know. Like
Right.
I've never been in a situation. I don't know. So I usually say I'm pansexual, but for all intents and purposes, I am
bisexual today.
all intents and purposes. I'm bisexual.
And that's so interesting to hear because like
Yeah.
I've literally always I've never like I don't think I've ever sat down with someone and they told me like, oh, I identify as this, like I identify as pansexual,
Yeah.
I identify as whatever.
Yeah.
So like would you would be with someone
Trans?
you'd be open to being with someone trans?
Definitely.
Have you ever entertained
No. And that's why.
Like when I
that's
say
why
entertain, I
consider-
don't mean just busting it wide open. Like
No,
have you ever-
I've never even like met a trans person on that level.
Okay.
Like I've met trans people, but
Okay.
not on a romantic level or on a level of like this could possibly be a dating situation. So that's never even been an option for me, which makes me feel like I genuinely don't know. Like I've never even had like enough of an experience to be like, try that, wasn't feeling it, you know? So I feel like I can't say that I wouldn't because I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
But I mean, as far as my experience goes, I'm just a bisexual woman.
Absolutely.
But I feel like bisexual people, specifically men, because one of the things that I've always noticed about my privilege, and that's another thing, the word privilege has so many different, like, there's white privilege, there's male privilege, but I also have a scoop of privilege as well. A scoop. In being a femme bisexual woman, because I have the privilege of not even having to disclose my sexuality, because I walk into a room and it's assumed, because I'm not dressed like a boy and I'm not
Absolutely.
holding the hand
Oh
of a
my
woman
God.
9 times out of 10.
Absolutely.
So people are just like, oh, a regular old straight girl, until I open my mouth and say something, they were like, oh, you're gay, and I'm like,
But
I
you
didn't
have
say I
to
was
literally
gay.
indicate, like
Right.
directly
I have to
indicate
say
that that's-
this is my girlfriend, or I dated a woman, or
Do you-
But men don't get to do that. Men don't get the.
I could just say I
opportunity.
like Beyonce, bitch,
And you're
and
gay.
and you
you gay. If you in the right room, you gay.
Right.
But I'm sorry, you was gonna ask me a question.
Yeah. Do you feel like when you get into relationships or you start being with someone sexually, do you feel like you have to tell that person? No. Like, and because that's another thing I know. Even women that are fine with bisexual men, it's still like a thing where they're like, I need to know. Disclose. Yeah, like I feel like I should know.
Yeah, and like niggas don't care. Men don't care about. Even though I had an experience in high school that really, really, really broke my heart at the time.
Just so y'all know,
because I already know. I already know what you're gonna say too. Because I used to be in a relationship with a guy in high school, and mind you, it was high school. So this is right around the time that I'm even getting clear about my sexual identity and understanding. Right. Okay, I do like women, and okay, I do like And he told me straight up, and this is somebody that took my virginity. I was with him for 2, 3, 4 years, and he told me straight up, like, what we're doing right now works, but I wouldn't marry you. He told me straight up, like, now that I know that you're a bisexual person and that you dead. It was cute at first when I would, like, pillow talk and tell him secrets about fantasies and stuff. It was cute, like, oh, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. But now that it's a serious, like, oh, you would be with a woman too? Mm-hmm. Oh, I would never marry you. I wouldn't want to raise kids with a woman like that.
You hear that often with guys. You hear that more often
exactly,
with
exactly.
Especially black men.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yes.
But that broke me down, and that really, like, changed my perspective of just, like, it helped me understand it from a male perspective, because we don't typically go through that. Dudes don't usually care about that or take it seriously, but that's also an issue.
They don't take it
seriously. A lot of times I'll tell a dude that I'm a bisexual woman, and it's just like cute. Or it's like, okay, bet, let's get a threesome. And it's like, what the fuck?
Like it's a hobby.
Right, like it's just
like
it's a plaything. It's just like a sexual thing.
And we're swinging on the swing.
Dudes don't get the opportunity to be like, yo, yeah, I got my dick sucked in college. Like, who cares?
They don't.
Dudes, like, it's like, no, you're a fag. Like,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
But you would not date a bisexual man and tell us
so
why.
we talked, I talked, I don't like to say dated because I feel like that implicates...
Talking and dating is different.
It's so different. It implicates certain things that did not occur.
Right. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear in case that person is watching. But I talked to someone that was bisexual and it bothered me.
Tell us why. What was it about it?
I don't know that it should have bothered me.
No, it's okay that it did.
But it did.
But why did it?
Why did it? I'm a Scorpio. Mm-hmm. I'm possessive. Mm-hmm. And so anybody that I like, or like anybody that I'm like super into, I feel like I can kind of assess, not my competition, but I can just kind of know what you like. Mm-hmm. So when I was dating this guy, I really didn't know, or dating, or whatever
like,
the word is.
Your options are too broad.
I'm like, bro, I can't watch bitches and niggas. Like, can you pick one end so I can know, okay, I'm better than that nigga? Because it ain't nothing that you got that I can compete with. Right. I don't have what you got. I can't do what you do. Like, and I don't do a lot of things that you do. Yeah. So it's like
the gays don't put up with bullshit like you bitches do.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. But it's just so. And I'm not saying that I would never entertain or date someone bisexual. I think definitely as I've gotten older, like it's like, I'm changing my way of thinking and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what's happened with me. I've changed my way of thinking about bisexuality.
Yeah.
What do you
exist, and they shouldn't just be shunned because
absolutely
they do like both. They really can't help. Just like we all have an attraction to people. People just like men and women.
And I don't want nobody to look at me the way that like somebody. Like that I could possibly be looking at somebody that's bisexual.
Right.
So I had to realize that.
Yeah.
But I will say that like if like the person that I'm heavily invested in right now, if he told me he like fuck bitches or something, I would be like, all right, like it would just be something for me to have to adjust to.
Yeah.
And I would adjust.
But you would be willing to based off the fact that you already have a rapport with him, like
absolutely.
You wouldn't cut it off based off of
No.
Okay.
Maybe 5 years ago I probably would have.
Yeah.
But now I don't think that I would have.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you though, because I don't think that I look down or feel any type of way about anybody's sexual preferences. Yeah. But I do know that personally, if I was dating a man that was bisexual, I would feel very insecure. Like, and I wouldn't be able to control it. Like, I know that I would be very insecure about the fact that there is something that you're attracted to that I can never give you.
Yeah.
So if you ever got like an itch for something or wanted something else, you would have no choice but to either you would be extremely faithful and be like, nah, forget that, or you're going to cheat on me because there's no way
I can't give you pussy.
Yeah, I can't
give them dick.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
not-
do it. So I would be extremely insecure, and
can't.
it could all be in my head. Like the guy would probably be sitting there looking at me like, "But I'm in love. That doesn't matter."
Right.
But I would just be like, "I'm sorry. It's my own personal.
Right.
I'm too insecure, and I'm not an insecure person, so
Right.
I wouldn't
I
be
think most women
able
need to express
do
that,
it.
though. Like,
And I
I'm
think
just
that was
insecure.
beautiful.
That's-
What you
Yeah.
and that
That's
and
all
like
you
that
gotta
that's a sense of self-awareness that too many women don't have.
Yes.
And what happens in the black community specifically is that women are so like we're so like wired to tolerate certain shit, but then the shit that we won't tolerate, we can't just not tolerate it. We gotta judge it. We gotta fucking tear it down.
Yes.
So
To
the
the
same,
public, too.
especially, and it be those types of women that are like, that nigga, because if a nigga came to them and was like, yeah, you know, I sucked a dick before, I got my dick sucked before, and he wasn't even saying it in the sense of I'm a bisexual person, or I'm a person who desires to be in a romantic relationship with other men, she would call him a fag, she would say he's soft, she would do all of these things to tear him down, instead of understand that you're upset about something that you feel you can't do for him. And that's okay. That's
But
completely
admit that
okay.
you're upset.
And that's the thing, but it's like
Get to that
that
point.
fear and that anger gets so toxic, and it makes them feel like they have to tear someone down. And that's why I feel for bisexual men, because they literally have nowhere to turn.
And even what
the
you
men
just
are
said
against
about
them, the women are against them. They
The
can't do
straight
anything
men
wrong.
and even me as a gay man, I have to admit that I've taken part in this in some capacity.
The narrative, yeah.
But they're not bisexual men are literally especially a bisexual black man is shunned by every single community.
Because you don't get to be a
Every single one.
bisexual black man. You're only gay.
You're only gay.
Like
You're only gay.
You don't get to say
I'm
like
telling you, you're only gay.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you gay.
Look, right. And it's like you don't like where's their safe space, And it's like at least as a woman, especially as a femme woman, and I put a lot of emphasis on that because I could be a woman who was a little bit of a tomboy or who expressed myself a little bit differently that's not feminine. And then I would have to explain myself, And there's girls that go through that all the time. Teenage girls, like just because they didn't wear a dress to church, your granny friends is she calling her a bull dagger and all that other old shit that they be saying. Like
But-
that's fucked up.
And I don't know if I'm like segueing too much, or if I am
No,
cut me
please,
off.
do it
But
all.
it even segues into the gay community.
Yeah.
In a sense, because I feel like women say like nigga you gay, or like harp on a man's bisexuality simply because they feel like it's an extension on their femininity, and they feel like that is a way to tear them down.
Yeah.
And so even with gays, it's extended because it's like if you're seen as like a more feminine gay, or you're seen as a more masculine gay, then it's an issue.
Right.
Or if you're seen as a gay that's more submissive in the bedroom, or a gay that's more not in the bedroom, you're looked at differently. And it's like, why do we
have to be a tolerable gay? Why do I have to be the type of gay that is?
And why
not
do we
problematic?
extend the heterosexuality norms
Yes.
on everybody
Into gayness.
else?
And it's the same thing that black people do with white culture.
Absolutely.
Like it's the same exact thing, and that's so true. And I think that people just don't know themselves, and that makes them uncomfortable. Because a lot of people don't understand that, and I talk a lot about my divine feminine, and I believe a lot in it, but that does not mean that my divine masculine doesn't also exist, and it's in me, both of those things.
Right.
And we don't understand the true meaning of femininity and masculinity, and it makes us uncomfortable to see it to an extreme, or to see it where we believe it doesn't belong. Like for you to walk in and be switching your hips and hey girl, da da da, which is a false notion of what femininity is.
Right.
That does not make you feminine. It just makes you, that's what your character is, bet. But we have to put labels on everything, and it's really not doing any good. It's really just creating like everything we look at. I have to know that that's an elephant. I have to know that that's a camera. I have to know that that's a light. When really I should just be like, okay, things are around me and nothing is harming me and I'm okay.
Right.
You know? But people don't understand how to do that. And it's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of fucked up.
Even men. Even gay men.
But I had to learn too. So I just had an experience and I'm writing about this week. You guys will see it on yematch.com/blog. I just had to get checked by Hennessy Carolina, Cardi B's little sister, because I had.
What's her name?
Hennessy.
Her name is Hennessy.
Stop! We're not here to judge. We're not here to
Her real name?
Her name is Hennessy. Her real name.
That's her nickname? Or?
No.
Stop. Keep going, girl. Keep going. We're not about to play with.
Bitch. Like.
We're not about to play with.
Either way, so I don't know if you heard this song. It's called "Girls" by Cardi B, but basically,
Girls Like
hated
You?
it.
No, that's the
some
other
reason.
song. That's the song she did with
People
Maroon
weren't
5.
up in arms over that
Girls.
song.
Because,
Like,
and I know why, because I felt the same way.
With Rita Ora.
With Rita Ora.
And
I felt the same way.
Shorty.
So
yeah,
the song
Charlie
is
XCX.
basically in 2018, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. That's basically all it is. But in the song, Cardi B is, doing her raps. And basically, the reason why people were upset, specifically lesbians and bisexual women, the reason why we got upset immediately is because it's continuing to push this narrative of the sex play thing of bisexual women, and that's all it is. Like bisexual women in the
and you felt that way
it's like being bisexual for the use of arousing men. Yes. Like that's what it looked and felt like, and it's annoying. It's just like okay, and as a bisexual woman who exclusively attracts straight women, and it's a real fucking issue, and having to have continuous conversations with people about, like, having to continuously explain my sexuality and the depth of my sexuality. Like, no, I'm not just here for sex. I would have dated you, but now you fucked it up by, like, sexualizing me and fetishizing me, which people don't think that women can do to other women, and it's a real fucked up thing. So coming from that space, I've been very judgmental about those types of girls. I've been very judgmental about the girls who, just got their little bestie and like we kiss when we in the club and or even go as far as like having sex with their friends just because they drunk and it doesn't mean anything. And I used to be very like irritated with women like that because I felt like they were just creating like so much of a sexualized narrative over bisexualism, which is a real thing, and it makes it denotes what it really is. It makes it hard for me to go up to a man or to specifically a man and say, yeah, I'm bisexual, and for him to take that seriously, for him to understand like that's a real thing. So I was upset, but Hennessy did talk about how.
Are you still upset?
No. Not as much. I still feel like that's a fucked up narrative.
Absolutely.
But Hennessy at least explained it to where my bisexuality doesn't have to look the same as yours. And if my scope of bisexuality is purely sexual in the sense of I would rather have sexual situations with women and romantic ones with men, that's my business and that's okay. And I kind of appreciated that because I kind of appreciated that because it was just something that I never thought of. Because at least there's an awareness in there. I want to know what you're thinking. But at least there's awareness in there. And there's a name for that now. If you look online, there is another, there's so many different, the LGBTQ it's like ABCDE. It starts the whole alphabet over. But there is a name for that, like a woman specifically who only wants to have sex with women and basically only romantically dates asexual men because they don't want to have sex with them. Like they only want to be romantically with a man. It's like a whole thing. But
complicated? That's what they call it.
But that just goes back to what you said about how like putting labels on things and having to find a way to be okay with just a person being and not letting one person speak
and that's why
for everybody else.
And that's why people keep feeling the need to create labels because they don't get to just be like, yeah, I date guys. Like, and yeah, I have sex with girls. Because people are like, so what is that? So what does that mean? What is that called?
So
it's nothing. It's me.
And I feel
living my life.
I feel y'all, but I have to present. I feel you, and you. Okay, I feel all of y'all. Okay.
Yes.
I think for me, the only issue I have with that is I take pride in my label, and I feel like a lot of men don't. I love to tell people I'm fucking gay.
Yeah.
I love to tell people. I tell people at work when they assume it that I'm straight for, I mean, I don't know.
You couldn't even fathom the thought like
I couldn't fathom, like,
Because you find and girls be wishing.
hey, you said it, not me. I don't know why they think it, but they think it sometimes, whatever.
Right.
But I take pride in my label, and there's a lot of men that don't.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of black men that don't.
No.
And so
Because they don't feel allowed to.
they don't.
And I want black men to want to be happy about the bisexual label.
And
Yes,
that's true.
And they especially don't feel
They're
allowed
watching
to.
now. Like,
They do,
it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
y'all understand.
Yeah,
Like-
and I had to realize that, like,
Yeah.
because I think I placed everyone in a box where I was like, oh, you're just saying you're bisexual because you're gay, you know, and you want to soften the blow.
Because you feel like, oh, I gotta make sure that I'm still accepted a little bit,
That's exactly
and
what I
hopefully
did,
this
though.
helps.
I did that
That's exactly
too.
what I did.
I did it too. Whether anyone fucking believed it or not, I did it too
Yeah.
for like 6 months. And I'm like, all right, man.
Just because it felt,
Fuck it,
is it
I mean,
because
as
it
of
felt
this morning,
better
I'm
than
pretty gay.
completely lying?
Right.
Did it feel a little better to have one foot out and one foot in?
Did you
I
think
wanted
that
to
when
ease
you
it
said
in.
it? Did you
Right.
I
think
didn't
that you
accept
were
it.
bisexual when you
Yeah.
said it?
Absolute.
Yeah,
So you did
of course,
actually
of course I
think
did.
you
Oh.
were bisexual when you said it then?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a lie when you said it. You were still learning.
Well, when I
Right.
said I was bisexual,
And that's fucked up too. That
I
we live in a
was-
society where it's so normal.
Yeah, yeah.
Not,
Right.
not fucked up, but like that. You live in a society that the normal thing is to be in a heterosexual relationship.
Right.
So you had to ease your way into
Into
gayness, which
whatever.
is what you've
Right.
always been.
And for me, I mean, like, it's hard to, like, go back and be like, okay, where was I at that exact moment?
Yeah.
But when I was saying I was
How old were you, do you
bisexual,
think?
I was definitely 17.
Oh, okay.
And then I said it until I was 18 for, like, a couple months. And
Yeah.
I was like, and then I started, I was in an actual relationship, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
And it was with a
Yeah,
man. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm gay.
Yeah.
I like niggas. Like, whatever. But, like, whatever, man. But I think for me, I just had to, it just became a, like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. But I had to realize that not everybody is me.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I was like, I'm doing this because I'm trying to soften the blow, but
Yeah.
not everybody else is.
Yeah.
And I think,
And some
for
people
a lot
are
of
bisexual.
some people are
Yeah.
fucking bisexual.
If you're
And
like,
I've
I don't
had-
know why they fucking you bitches. I don't get it.
I don't get it, but guess what? but guess what? Straight people don't get why niggas want to have sex with me.
I get it.
Straight bitches don't get why bitches want to have sex with other bitches. You know what I mean? Like, they don't.
Shit.
It's not for me
Right,
to get.
real straight girls.
It's not for me to
Talking about
get.
real ones.
Right. It's not for you, me, or whoever to get.
Yeah.
Right.
It's for us to accept and to
What
just
I
be
do
like,
in my bedroom, bathroom, or kitchen
Yeah.
is not none of your business.
absolute. Absolute. Unless I'm
Last
fucking
words
with
for
you.
those people.
Then it is my business.
Huh?
Any last words for those people who?
I just want bisexual men
We
to
love you.
understand. Hey, we love you here, and I understand your struggle. I understand what it feels like to be like, no, I'm not on this end or this end of the spectrum, and that's okay. And you don't have to disclose that. You don't have to tell nobody your business if you don't want to. That's between you and whoever your partner is. And prayers to you finding a partner who accepts you for everything that you are.
And you
'cause
will.
You deserve it.
You
You
will.
definitely will.
Especially in today's day and
Don't
age,
be
things
lying.
are changing.
I'm still.
Don't lie.
Waiting
Don't be
on mine,
lying,
so-
Bruh.
because that is an issue. Because that's how the term down low becomes a thing. Because a lot of down low niggas are just bisexual.
Yes. They
just,
are.
You just
They
buy,
are.
but they so caught up in that toxic shit that they think they gay.
Speak it.
And
That's
they
who
they
I
think
don't
they
like.
think they gay, and they think they gay
That's
is a
what
problem.
that's when I can find a person and point it out and say I don't. Not down low. Down low men that are getting married and that type
Well,
of stuff.
honestly,
That's when I can be like,
Yeah.
I
But I empathize with them. I empathize with them though because I feel like they're doing what they are constantly getting beaten into their head is the right thing to do. And they don't live in a society that is acceptance of anything gay culture, let alone bisexual culture. So they are trying so hard to fight against that. So they end up in marriages.
You're not gonna
and
penalize
they end
me in
up
the
Absolute,
meantime, baby.
but
I
let
mean,
me
I don't
just
think
say
that they're
one
doing that to
thing.
hurt the woman, though. Is what I'm saying. They're just trying to like run away from this thing that everybody keeps telling them is bad.
But let me say,
Run
as
to a
an
girlfriend.
adult, you owe
They can't
everyone else and you owe yourself the responsibility to be honest.
Like,
Don't
and
you
I
be
do
confused
think that
and hurt,
you can be
but
confused,
don't drag
but if
other
you literally
people
fucking other niggas,
into
nigga,
the
just accept
confusion.
it.
Right.
And then as
But
a
when you
grown
get to a
man,
point, you either gonna go, like there. I've seen it. Some men really just suck it up. And they are married and they're unfucking happy and they're taking care of their kids and they're taking care of their wife. And that to me is
getting
fucked
fucked.
up. It's just the same.
Like, if I find out that somebody that I dated
But
in the
like-
past was gay, like if I found out now that like my high school boyfriend was actually gay, like it would be like, dang, that's crazy. But I'm not pissed. I'm not like pissed. I'm not like ready to like to go beat his ass.
Wait.
I get married and then my husband's gay. I'm ready to be sure. That's a whole, like, don't, if you're confused or you're figuring out things, that is fine. Do it on your own time. Nobody
Absolutely.
is rushing you. But when you start signing contracts and building lives and building
But that's their
houses,
insecurity,
yeah.
too.
You're right. But we don't live in a society that's
Somebody else
conducive of that.
into it?
We don't live in a
But
society
that's still
that
not my
allows
fault.
black men
Can you-
to be confused.
I have
It's
a
like
question.
you gotta make a move. You got bitches in your ear.
You don't
All
have to
bitches
get
got
married.
they
Straight niggas don't get married every day, bitch.
wait,
So-
I got a question. I got a
You don't
question.
have to be
Straight
married.
niggas get married and cheat on their
Can
wives all the
you,
same.
can you, and I want to know your input. Can you be a bisexual bottom?
A bisexual bottom?
Can you be a bisexual
As
bottom?
a man?
As a man.
Definitely.
Definitely cool.
That's why you
Would you
that's
date
probably
a,
why you
would you
are.
date a bisexual? I'm just curious.
I'm
This is
not
literally
saying.
an
And what I'm
open-ended
thinking
question.
a bottom is, I don't know how that would work.
So, like,
Is he only a bottom in his
That's
male
when he fucking
relationship?
niggas,
to
he
me.
is
Right, but I'm
bottom.
saying, but now when he's with me, that's not, like I'm saying.
That to me is
Right.
the epitome of bisexualism. That's
Absolutely.
exactly
No,
how
and
I
that's why
describe
I asked that
I
question.
get something total. I am a totally different person.
Absolutely.
I mean, niggas that I've had sex with wouldn't believe what they're saying if they saw me have sex with a woman. It's totally different. It's not the same. When I'm with a man, I am a kitten. I am, like, little. I'm making you
I thought you were
feel
about to say the other way
like
around.
huge. I'm making you feel huge.
I did
whether
too.
you are or
Yeah, I thought you
not.
were going to say, like,
No, I'm
with women, I thought you were going to say, like, you're more than like.
No, I do not. I do
When
not.
she
Because
belted rope with the nigga.
Yeah.
I like a certain type of woman as well. I'm attracted to femmes. I'm attracted to femme women, and a lot of that is because, not to say that I wouldn't date stuff, because I got crushes on many of them.
Young and mad.
But I just don't have the guts, and that's the thing. That's why I've been in so many fucked up relationships already when it comes to women, because I don't have the guts to even approach women the same way I approach men. I approach men all day long. It's a game to me. I don't care. But like women, I have a little bit of insecurity there, so I let women come to me, and those women just happen to be straight. But I'm very dominant with them. I don't let bitches dominate me at all. Men all day
Sexually
long. They can
too?
tie me up. Yeah.
What does
Wow.
that mean?
Man,
I
I
said
got
the
some-
women
look,
that
I got
come
some questions to ask
are
you when we
straight.
They're
leave.
straight always.
Wow.
They're always straight.
So
I got
how
some
are
questions
they?
for you.
They be trying it out.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
And that's
cool
why.
with
And
them
that's
bitches?
why. That's what. No, that's why the bitches can get beat up
That's what I was gonna say. You don't
all
like
the
them
time.
bitches.
No, I don't like them, and
Yeah.
it's scoring me.
'Cause
and
they
it's fucking
playing
me
you.
up. They're playing.
They playing you,
and
yeah.
like I be having to explain to them, like, no, I'm really like, I thought that maybe we was gonna try to.
like they'll be like, I know who I could try this out with.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm always that bitch.
Like-
Because I'm always talking all loud about my sexuality. So girls be on the sideline like, oh.
Ooh.
And then they
Look,
try it out with me and then it's
Right. Like, girl, let me take
So-
some notes.
Anyway,
We
whatever.
gonna play a game.
Oh.
In the meantime.
Okay.
In the meantime, in between time, just a quick little
Game,
little something.
Okay.
So it's
Wait,
Yep or
can
no?
I take a sip? Can I take a sip?
go ahead. It's 6 sips all day.
Mm-mm.
So it's yep or no. I'm gonna list out some things in honor of all the Pride talk.
Happy
These are
Pride,
all
y'all.
gonna be. These are gonna be people, movies, shows
Okay.
that are in relation to that community, where it's either had a strong character
Okay.
or something of that nature. So you just basically telling me y'all
Y'all
you fuck
or
with
no.
it, or no, you actually didn't like that, or don't like
Okay.
that person.
Okay.
So first,
can
the
do this.
L word.
Yup. That was my favorite show in 7th grade. I used to sneak every night to watch it. So
Can
good.
I?
I got it on DVD.
Can I create a new option called I don't know her? Like, can that be?
I don't know her.
I don't-
Oh, you never saw that show?
Yeah, I don't know her.
Okay.
I've heard of her, but I don't
It's
know
such a
her.
good show.
I'm gonna say no, but keep in mind I'm only basing this off of one episode.
Cause you hate Jenny.
I don't even remember
You
who
hate
Shorty
Jenny.
was.
I know you do.
But
Because Jenny is the bitch that you should.
That one episode in the very beginning where
She got that at the end.
the lesbian woman meets the girl.
Yeah,
She with a dude at
Jenny.
first when she meet her, and the girl goes to the bathroom, and for whatever reason, because we're girls, she thought it was cool to just walk in on her in the bathroom.
She didn't think it was cool because we're girls. She thought it was cool because she was in there to try to fuck her.
But I'm just saying, if in that if that had been a nigger, like that would be very scary. Better,
You would have to correct him in the same way that she
like,
corrected her, but she didn't correct her.
Can I just say the only time I've
Jenny.
actually watched the L Word was times in like 5th grade, 4th grade when I was like searching through Showtime and HBO for things to like beat my meat to. So I don't
you chose the L Word?
No, I like quickly realized that it was not what I was looking
You're like,
for.
there are no dudes.
He said I quickly realized.
In case you don't know,
You're
the
like,
L word means
bitches.
L for lesbian. It's all
That's
lesbian.
not the only L word.
Okay.
But it's mostly lesbians,
It's
right?
love, ladies. It's all
Love,
Okay.
ladies.
Will and Grace. Y'all.
Yeah. I don't know her.
You don't watch Will and Grace?
Didn't watch Will and Grace.
You're nuts.
It's such a good show.
Oh,
it's
I
on
know.
Hulu. It's on Hulu.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna watch
That's a good ass show.
Janelle Monáe.
I love her. Yes.
That's my
I like
mother
it. Like the
fucking
song
bitch.
on her new
Yeah.
album.
Undecided.
I'm on this.
Undecided.
Undecided.
Why?
Great.
No,
I like
what?
her in moments. Me and Michael have the same feelings about her.
We're on our way.
Yeah, I'm on. She's on the up and up in my eyes. But in the beginning, like when she first
Did
came
y'all
on
watch
the
the
scene,
emotion
I
picture?
really didn't. I didn't
No,
mess
not
with
yet.
her.
I
So
want
now I'm slowly like starting to appreciate her.
Okay, well, I mean, I will say I don't like if you play a Janelle Monáe song, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, my
I
bitch.
will.
But like,
Now
Any
I will.
song.
Back the beginning, Janelle Monáe.
I'm not fucking with Tyro. Like that's just.
You said,
That's not
we're so fast, Tyler.
But that's the moment when we were deciding we didn't like her was the tightrope Janelle Monáe. So
She's a
now
fantastic
that she's an
actress.
actress, all these things are happening.
And
Now
she
I'm
can
developing.
sing.
Y'all didn't even
No,
listen to
sure.
her last album before
No,
this?
that's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, we're
now
fine.
this is new. So this is all 2018.
Because I'm saying Tightrope was so long ago. She's had albums since
But
then.
you know how I am. When I make decisions, I really I cut things out. Like I don't see them anymore. So when I decided I didn't like her, I didn't even know she was still out here making moves till I saw her in movies. And then I was like, oh, Janelle.
Yeah. She got
Janelle with the pantsuit.
Right.
Janelle with
She
the
ain't wearing
tuxedo.
pants no more.
We love a tuxedo.
She changed. She
Right.
changed her clothes.
She got a
Totally
tuxedo dress, bitch.
Okay, Kehlani.
Oh.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Kehlani. I just want to say, I think
Y'all
that.
saw that video with her kissing that girl?
No.
Honey.
She got a new.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Called Honey, right?
No.
Oh, it's not Honey.
She was kissing her honey?
I didn't see the
Honey.
video, but she's definitely bisexual.
No, she got a feature with some other
Oh.
like she looked like a Pacific Islander or something.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I didn't watch the
But they
video.
was like,
Well, let me just say, I think
and I
that
was
like,
go girl.
I'm happy SZA made it, and I think that Kehlani might be next. Kehlani might be next up.
I hope so.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope
I love
so.
her.
I love her.
I think she's great.
Modern
Love her.
Family.
Oh,
Yup.
we love Modern Family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Shorty name?
Cam?
No.
Mitch.
her real name?
No. Sophia.
Sophia.
That's my bitch.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying yeah. So she's actually not the
Sophia
character
Vergara.
that this game would be based off
Would be
of.
based off of,
but
right.
But I love
But
her.
we love her, right?
Set It Off.
Yup.
Love.
I said y'all to everything.
Chloe, what was
so
her
far.
name?
Chloe.
The girl, her girlfriend's name?
I mean,
no,
Cleo.
the girlfriend. The girlfriend.
You
She was
said
messing with
Cleo.
the one that don't talk.
Not in real life, girl.
The one that
No.
didn't talk.
No, I don't know her name because she didn't talk.
Yeah. Okay.
But she
don't
was
know
fine.
either.
She used to look like my mama friend Mona.
Young M.A.
Y'all
Love her.
Look, let me tell you
We
all
love
the things
Young
that I would
M.A.
let Young M.A. do to me though.
What?
He
wanna
said,
tell us?
it was a real what?
I want to tell.
Like,
I want to know. I
what
just
are you
want to know
talking
that.
about?
No, Young M.A. can have my body.
Wow. Go
for
off.
real.
Go off.
Because I feel like
I know that-
I feel like she can stroke for sure.
Is she? I need to look at her again. I don't know what she looks
She's
like.
fine as fuck.
Okay.
No,
Ellen
she. I trust she had.
We love Ellen.
DeGeneres.
Yeah. No, I fuck with
Yeah.
no.
Queen of
Ellen-
white lesbians. Queen. And the princess is Portia de Rossi, bitch. Yes. But Ellen is the queen of white lesbians. And we love Ellen.
Yeah.
We do. We love.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
like Ellen?
We love Ellen. Like,
I do love Ellen.
someone on Twitter recently.
Sometimes I envy not being a full-blown lesbian.
Why?
Because I feel like that's such a presence.
Right.
Like,
I'm a lesbian,
you know?
bitch. Right.
Here I am.
Wow, bitch. Right.
But I'm out here taking dick and getting disappointed.
Damn.
Instead.
Damn. Damn. You need to publish that.
Degrassi.
We love Degrassi.
Yup.
I'm gonna say
Hella fucking yup.
I'm saying I don't
That
know
was
her.
my favorite show. when
And
I
Drake just
discovered
brought it back with the I'm obsessed.
Yeah,
We gonna get there.
But
We gonna get there.
Degrassi, can I just say,
all this ass.
one thing I appreciated about Degrassi was, in my opinion, so ahead of its time in the sense that, like, you know, all the shows we had around that time, like, I mean, for me, even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire, like, whatever,
Yes.
all those things were very, like,
It was still cut and
G-rated.
dry, like
Yeah.
the typical.
But Degrassi gave you the
Real
nitty gritty.
Their
Yeah.
hashtag, well, of course, it wasn't a hashtag then, but their hashtag was Degrassi. It goes there.
Yeah.
Because it did go there, baby.
It did.
Every character, every
little
scenario,
episodes,
anything
I
you
didn't
could
watch
think
it, but the
of.
episodes that I would catch, it would always be something that was like, I'm clutching
Oh
my
my
pearls.
God.
Like, they're talking about drugs
Anything
and
you could
gay
think
people
of
and-
happened on Degrassi. Anything.
Anything.
Any
And I
scenario.
used to get so fascinated because I'd be like I wouldn't deal with anything else in my real life that was on this level. So I'm watching this stuff and I'm like, oh my God. Like,
And they
this
were
is
the
so-
first show that I think that depicted, that redid like a school shooting.
Yeah.
Like they were the first show.
Well, Jimmy got
I think,
shot.
Yeah, that like put that on television.
That's how
and
Jimmy
redid
got
it.
shot?
Drake got
Yes,
shot,
he got
bitch.
shot by Rick.
Drake got shot, bitch.
Yeah.
When he came out with Brand New on that comeback season, bitch, I'm like, damn, he
Talk
walking
about-
again? Like,
Wow.
what?
And he
That's
kept
a
breaking
lot.
his ankle and stuff when he first came out.
Yeah.
And Wayne was like, this nigga really can't walk.
Like this nigga took this shit to core, bitch,
Yes.
okay?
Okay, Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I like Frank Ocean.
I love him.
I can't say.
I look up to him so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I like him.
I like.
Okay. And last one, Insecure.
Oh, we love
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to them for depicting
Okay.
bisexual man.
They do.
Okay, real quick, knock it the fuck off to T.I. So T.I. was recently in headlines
Throw the whole
again
rap
because
Seriously.
really, because he reposted. It's two parts to this. First of all, he reposted. So he didn't write it. He reposted something that was written by a woman that basically saying this is why men don't like to get married because they risk losing so much. They risk losing their friends, their money, their sex life. They risk all these
Which
things.
what is this, a 90s sitcom, bitch? What the fuck are you
and
talking
and that
about?
is then because they're saying, what do men really have to gain from
gosh,
marriage?
shut the
So
fuck
men
up.
are actually being
Wait,
smart.
a female wrote this?
Yeah, a
She
woman
sure
wrote
did.
it.
She
And they're like,
sure
so what do men really have to gain? So after that, so T.I. posted that, and so that was already fuckboy-ish right there from a married
'Cause you a
man
married
with a
man.
woman that's
Fuckboy.
been holding you down for the fucking longest.
Yeah.
But it was already
Possible.
fuckboy shit. Then on top of that, about this maybe yesterday or the night before, a video comes out of somebody that was creeping in the corner and was caught video of T.I. sitting down on the couch. A young lady walks up as she's sitting down. He smacks her ass. She sat down next to him and he's just like rubbing
Caressing
on her.
her.
And she's like got her hand like on his thigh.
Like they can't-
and
they
stuff.
booed up.
They're chilling.
Nah,
And
they
they
booed up.
chilling. They're kicking it. They talking, cooling. So. Not the fuck off to T.I. because T.I. is one of the people that at one point in time I would have put up there with a Jay-Z as far
Yes.
as just his mentality
Talk
and the
about
way he
it.
carried himself and the type of person that he is. And yes, you're still T.I. You're still great in these other aspects of life, but
Yeah.
you have definitely let me down and let me
Yeah.
know that end all be all when you leave these meetings and this and that, you're still a fuckboy
You're
at the end of the day. And that's very disappointing that after all this time, you still haven't grown.
Yeah.
And matured. Because you could have been a fuckboy when you first met Tiny.
Get
And
a
you could have
divorce.
changed.
Just get a
But
divorce.
no.
And I also want to say, because I was so irritated with this story, because I went and I looked after you put it in the group chat earlier. But I also do want us to understand that we have to understand that we don't know everything. From what we know, he's still a married man. But we don't know that for sure. For all we know, they could have been separated and just trying to save face for the media.
Nah.
But either way, I'm just like, oh my god.
Because they outright kind of spoke
That nigga married.
about
Yeah,
them
I know.
choosing
That nigga married.
I just be
Like,
trying to
He
always.
fucking that bitch every night.
Tiny
He
best
married.
friends and every time people say stuff about it, even her best friends, they be like,
Just stop
they ain't
embarrassing
splitting
me.
up. They've been working it out. Like,
Just stop embarrassing me. Is all I
yeah,
ask.
That's
just
my
chill.
thing. If my name gonna be attached
Just
to
be the
you,
king
you're
of the
not gonna be
South.
out here embarrassing me. Like, regardless,
Just be
it
the
doesn't
king of the
matter.
South.
It doesn't matter.
That's all.
He can go.
Yeah,
He can
I'm done
go.
with him.
But honestly, I've been done with T.I. just because
I'm
he gives me misogynist, and
Yes, for
misogynist
sure.
Yes.
usually leads to homophobic, and so I just throw it all away.
It is a gateway to homophobia.
It is. It's a gateway.
Yeah, I'm over him. I'm over him.
Or vice
Throw it
versa.
all away.
Homophobia can be a gateway to misogynistic.
Both interchangeable,
Niggas ain't
vice versa.
shit.
Well, moving on
Niggas
to
ain't shit.
some niggas that I do like.
Fuck with.
First of all, praises due to Drake for this amazing I'm Upset video, which was a Degrassi reunion. So first of all, I follow Miriam Catherine on Instagram, who was the actress that played Emma Nelson in Degrassi. So I
That
follow
bitch is
her,
bad.
love her, follow her, and she been posting little stuff, had been hinting at the fact that something was happening, and like, oh, I can't wait till this coming up weekend, and just saying little things. So I have been waiting to
The
see
fact
what
that
it
you
was.
follow her though.
Oh,
She a real one.
yeah,
She don't
girl.
play
that's
about
my
her
girl. I
family.
love Emma or Miriam.
That bitch got gonorrhea.
Whatever you want to be
Remember she got
called.
gonorrhea?
She did. I don't think it was herpes. No, it was herpes.
Oh, it was herpes?
Yeah.
Oh, it never went away,
It was in the
bitch.
throat.
Damn.
This like that auntie at the barbecue that she don't right there. Tomorrow, remember when she got this?
Remember she had that bitch? She still got it. Okay?
Guys, focus.
Okay.
It was a Degrassi reunion. It was all the main characters that were there during Drake's time. Because of course there were some missing, but all the main ones that started it, like the first and second, third seasons, they were all there, all in attendance. It was great. It's hilarious that he chose the song like I'm Upset
Yeah.
to be
He's
the
a troll.
to
He's
be
a
the
troll.
background
Troll.
music for
King
it.
troll.
I love it.
It was just great. They even had Jay and Silent Bob come on there, who I'm assuming, I don't know them outside of Degrassi, but I'm assuming they're like Canada staples,
Royalty.
kind of, yeah. Like, so he brought them on it because they didn't go to Degrassi. They just like was on some specials on
Right.
the show, but
Right.
he brought them in, so it was just all around good time. It gave me all the vibes. I watched it like 5
Well, Drake
times.
is the king. Like
That's
Drake,
bad.
like he captures like the nostalgia that we want with a mix of like the modern that we want. Like I feel like he always
he's just a
He
great
just gives you
does
what
that.
you
He's a
want.
great
He
guy.
gives you
All
what
the
you want.
time.
Like he
All the
musically,
time.
he give you a throwback, you know, sample, but he
Yeah.
gonna make it so modern.
He's
and
just
we
so nice.
We love him.
He just
Great
comes
guy.
off
Ask for
so
what,
nice.
nigga? What?
He's a
Like,
sweetheart.
shout out to JP. He's sweet.
Yes, I love him. I love him.
I
And
just
then
hope
this other
Scorpion
nigga-
is better than
Woo!
Views.
No, let me tell y'all something about Views though, because it took me.
Views is cute.
It is cute.
Cute.
But no, it took me a couple of years. Because when I
It's
heard
been
it,
2.
here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking as far as last week.
Okay. Oh.
But here's the thing
Go
though.
on.
So when Nothing Was the Same came out,
Okay.
wasn't feeling it first listen.
Well.
But I refused. I refused at that time to like chalk it up to like I don't like a Drake album. That was not happening to me. So I listened and I listened and I
You
listened.
agree?
I know what she's saying. I don't agree with this. Like
Nothing Was the Same was not it for me when I first heard it. I had to listen. And when I listened, I fucked with it. It took Views a long time.
But that's how I agree. Because Views, I'm still trying to get up there.
But
I'm
I
very
listened to
important.
it last
Like,
week because I got to a point where I was like, okay, it's bops on Views though, so
bops.
I'll go back to
That
a
Mary
couple
J
songs.
sample is
Shut
everything.
up. What's the roll for? Shut up.
Ooh.
No, because that's my song by Mary J. Blige. Okay,
Baby.
that's my motherfucking song.
Ooh.
No, but I had to come back to it, and
Come
one
through,
day
you know what Mary's
literally,
joint?
you know I know Mary's joint. Anyway, it had to be 2 weeks ago. Literally, I was like, I'm just gonna play this front to back and just see that.
Views has great
He
moments.
did
Drake gets it musically,
He did
so
it.
he's always going to give you a great
I don't think I'm ever
Something.
gonna not like.
It's always a
Drake
good
album.
time.
always.
It's just a matter of how good of a time you had, but it's always
Always a good time.
He'll
Yes.
he'll never be Take Care Drake again. He'll never give us Take Care again.
I won't
and
say
you just
that.
and you
I
just
don't
I think
believe
he's talented.
I don't think he's gonna give us Take Care.
I think
again.
Drake is Take Care
because
so
of what Take Care. I don't know. When I think about Take Care, I think of so many
It's
things.
a moment. It's
It was
vibe.
a moment.
But it was
like
also
2011.
But also,
It was a
we
time.
have to give it the fact that I think Take Care was like musically I'm not gonna say like right. Well, because I feel like it was like musically like innovative. Like I feel like it pushed a certain sound forward that we're not gonna get again because he is the sound.
We're out of that era.
We're out of that,
and
era.
He's out of that era.
Yeah, and he kind of sets the wave now.
Yeah.
So I think that was the first time.
We'll get it again in bits and pieces. I don't feel like we might ever get an entire
we're not gonna get
album.
All Take Care is what I mean.
Right, we won't be an
because
entire album. But Drake is
moment.
Take Care to me. That's who. If I have to mark an album that I think that is Drake, that is the epitome of what Drake is to me, and I think that'll always be him. And you'll just see it in.
I am looking forward to Scorpion.
Okay, my last person's due, because we got to wrap it up. My last person's due is to Kyrie Irving. A couple years back, he dated Kehlani. They broke up. Then she got with Party Next Door. I think she was
that's
with Party
That's not really how it happened. So she had been with Party Next Door before she was with Kyrie Irving. And then Party Next Door posted something that insinuated that she was cheating on him with. Cheating on Kyrie with him.
Oh, right.
But that's not what happened. She didn't get back to Party Next Door.
And everybody went nuts and was pissed at her. And around that same time is when she attempted to commit suicide. I don't know if it was directly because of that or what, but it was around that same time. And for whatever reason, Kyrie really felt the need to like speak up, and he wrote a long post. He posted Kehlani's picture and wrote a long post just talking about how great of a person she was, saying that she never cheated on him, how he definitely feels like it's time for him to just speak up for any of the people that are still trying to go with this narrative that isn't true, because he heard that people were like catcalling at her, like at her shows, like booing her, or like talking shit at her shows, and he was just like, basically, y'all need to stop it. Like, she's a beautiful person. We had something, it ended. We're still best friends to this day, still tight. She never cheated on me. So just kill all that noise. And it was just great that he wrote that. It was it was great because once again, like, you don't have to do anything. Like, he didn't start the rumors. He didn't, like, he never joined in and was like, yeah, that bitch did cheat on me. So he didn't have to go out of his way to ever, like, necessarily correct it if he didn't want to.
No.
So just praises due to Kyrie for just speaking up and letting people know, like, don't believe everything you hear.
What team he played for? The
Now, no, he
I
did.
thought you meant is he straight or gay?
But he left, and
I'm
he was
like,
on the
I'm
Celtics, but he got
pretty
hurt.
straight.
So he didn't play for the playoffs, which is why things went the way they did. But don't y'all worry. Next season, we'll be back, and he'll be back.
This is not a time for this, but I also wanted to just say shout out to his dick print. But go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say in regards.
I didn't see it.
Damn, bitch, she was
Remember
serious.
that picture?
That bitch squinted at me. She said,
on that parade when they won?
I didn't see.
I didn't see it.
Somebody got a good one from this angle, from the upward.
Kyrie?
Yes,
He said,
child.
Kyrie.
I
I didn't see it.
Child, I'm gonna show
Well, let me just say, Kehlani,
beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl, so talented, and I hate that I was like low key a part, like not low key, but like I kind of judged her internally.
Yeah.
When that whole Kyrie, situation happened.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't like the fact that she posted it on Instagram, and just going back to what we said earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that she posted it on social media. I felt like it was like a bad look. Like I felt like she was like
posted what her in the hospital.
She was like in the hospital with the IV,
right.
and I was like, okay, like if you're really suffering, like I'm not gonna have time to do all that. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm happy for her. I love Kehlani. I think she's next up, and that's my bitch. That's my bitch. No, I really love her.
She seems like a beautiful soul. I like her.
I love her.
Chloe, you are everything, and I really want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
You said
today.
you had a life as a catalog.
I do have a life as a catalog. My life as a catalog is Idris Elba's Beyonce with her ass out on that beach and him just holding her ass everywhere they go. Every picture I've seen is him like this and him like this.
That's a
like,
move.
I'm claiming that. That's all I'm saying.
That's a move.
That's
I
it.
like him.
Well, on the side note, RIP to
XX.
I just don't want to
Please
say
give
it
me
wrong.
a sec. Give me a second.
I just don't want to say his name wrong.
Give me a second.
How much you got there?
Y'all can just say X. Some people was posting stuff and saying RIP X. Like they didn't say the whole
Wait,
name.
no, I'm not.
What?
I just need a.
Don't you?
No, I just need a second because I can't.
I know, but I'm
Okay.
just like trying to.
I am not
No, I'm
gonna
not.
laugh
I would never laugh at the death
at
of
this
anyone.
situation.
Definitely not.
Because as much as I don't know this young man and didn't really know his music or anything like that per se, I was genuinely hurt when I heard he passed away because
he's just so young.
Because he represents to me like all of them in a sense, like all of like they all look alike. They all like are tatted. They all like kind of just wild out here, just doing crazy stuff. And I feel like he's a great representation of the generation. And coming off with the whole 6ix9ine beef,
whatever that was,
and all that beef, man. That part that was stupid. But my main issue was when he came to Chicago or whatever. And my thing is, beefing or not, I don't know what you were thinking, but who purposely goes to put themselves in harm's way? Why was that fun for you? Because you could have that story could have easily been you, but instead it was somebody who was actually in Florida going out there to do some type of like fundraiser. Like he was out there to like give back like to his hometown for something. So instead, unfortunately, it happened to somebody that wasn't even looking for trouble at the time. But it's just like, just don't be out here wilding. Hopefully they take good things from this. 6ix9ine, as of now, is acting like he did take immature from this situation. So hopefully that stays true and it doesn't like die down once the news of the death dies.
Right. I do just want to say though, I personally hope that the people that were a fan of, I don't know how to say his name, X, and I don't want to say it wrong.
Right.
And I'm not being funny when I say that. I literally don't want to say it wrong. But I really truly hope that the people that were a fan of him understand the lifestyle that he lived and how, regardless if it should have happened or not, it shouldn't have happened. Yeah. But that the lifestyle that he lived and the actions that he made were not conducive to him living a perpetual, lifetime. This is the same man, I have to bring awareness to this. Yeah. This is the same man that beat his pregnant girlfriend. And it's caught on video. Yeah. So it's like, and it's not saying that it should have happened to him. Right. I'm just saying that people need to understand, yes, rest in peace, it's sad, but understand how you can look at him and say, okay, I do not need to repeat this. Yes. And not just, bro.
And these rappers in the same sphere.
Yes, all these young kids that are all 20 and 18 and 19 and 21, just calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
The beef is not that serious.
Y'all are babies. And I know that,
and nobody...
I mean, Tupac was only 26 when he passed away. So I know that, but we have the stories of Biggie and Tupac to know what not to do. Like, just make your music. Even out here make your music. Exactly. Make your music. Make your music.
It took that one person
make your
out,
money.
and it was a
like,
rap.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be a beautiful fucking thing to be, like, as a person who's musically inclined. When I was so confused coming out of high school, just like, I'm only literally going to college because that's what I'm supposed to do. If somebody would have told me, like, girl, here go a mill, I'm finna sign you, here go $1 million. Like, just knowing, like, that dream of, like, I could just do what the fuck I want to do, like, and exemplify my talent. Ride that way. Stay on that way.
And half of y'all, it wasn't even y'all dream.
No.
So that even more, like, be thankful for the fact that this isn't even a dream. This is a come up.
Yeah. It's a come
Ride the come up and be happy. And avoid the drama.
And really, just to go back to what we opened this entire thing on, be Beyonce. Because let me tell you something. Beyonce came to this game early.
Or Jay-Z, because I said the diamonds would be up.
Or Ho, but he started off drug dealing, so let's not do that. But we love that. But be Beyonce. Like, she literally, like...
worked.
She worked, but she also... I think the genius of her is she stayed on track and looked at what everyone else was doing and said, this is what I will do and this is what I won't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I really hope out of his death... There's a lot of rappers and kids... His age living this type of lifestyle.
Yeah, they're all violent.
And I truly hope they...
All them YFN or NBA, all them little boys got. We used to talk about that. Their Wikipedia page. Records, just jail in and out, just probations, abuse, rape, some of them murder. Like, my God.
But I feel like that all goes back to the fact that I just said that, like, half of them is not their dream. Like, it's different. Your dream keeps you focused. When it's something that you want deep down in your soul and you've been wanting this your whole life, even if you've been wanting since you were a kid and you got on as a kid, if it was something that was genuinely a passion, that keeps you focused. That keeps you in line. Shit. DMX been on drugs was on drugs his whole life, and he didn't let that, like, he had a real dream enough to keep him on track enough. And I feel like for these kids, it's easy for them to stray or not care because they don't really give a fuck.
And they're exposed to this social media that we can't really relate to. Yeah. I mean, we can relate to it, but
it's different for us though because we know what it is without it. Exactly.
Yes, they don't really know what it is.
Even internet to this capacity,
it's
like
different.
Just having as much access as you have, like. I Google wild shit all the time just to see what about. Like, you could Google fucking anything.
Who gonna kill me? And it's gonna tell you. Bitch.
God.
Yeah,
that's what it better every time.
Better say.
God.
But, but yeah, so definitely rest in peace to that young man.
Absolutely.
And hopefully everybody takes heed to that and just, you know, makes awareness of that and changes it in ways that need to happen. Thank you to Khalil for coming. Tell them again where they can follow you at KBird with a Y.
You guys can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at KBYRD2. Either one. Right. KBird2 on everything. Either one.
Please do
Snapchat, even though Snapchat died when Kylie tweeted about it, so nobody uses that anymore. Right?
I don't use Snapchat.
You use Snapchat?
I stopped using Snapchat when they put up that thing about Chris Brown and Rihanna. That shit wasn't funny.
That was not funny, and I totally feel you on that, and that's pretty much right when Kylie tweeted that.
Okay,
so perfect timing.
But no,
thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you,
Yes.
Michael. I respect you. I respect you guys. I love you guys.
You
Thank
are a
you
friend
guys.
of the show. You come back whenever you want.
I would love to.
Anytime.
If you guys want me to, and if you guys want me to, I will come back whenever you guys want me to.
We'll take a poll. Everybody here, comment below if you guys want him back, and we'll let him know. Don't hurt his feelings.
Don't hurt my feelings.
And
don't say anything bad about Mariah.
Oh, exactly. Because we'll fight.
Because
we will fight.
He'll fight.
We
now
will
they
fight.
will.
No, you bitches gonna join me too. Like, yeah, splash.
We gotta fight about enough on these YouTubes because y'all be wilding. But thank you so much for coming back to listen and to watch. Please continue to do all the things that you've always done. Follow us on all the places to be followed. You can follow us at Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, I said that already, and right here on YouTube. And make sure that you're liking and subscribing, commenting, sharing, all of that good stuff. You can follow me at Bree.stories on Instagram and Bree_stories on Twitter, at A_Tati on Instagram, and at Hey Tati on Twitter, and at Ajanoasia, everywhere. Yes, everywhere. And make sure that you're following at MJM Kid as well, and hitting him up for all of your photography needs. If you're in the Chicagoland, if you're in the Chicagoland area, you need not play yourself because you know you need them photos.
Or if you're not,
girls.
you better fly out.
I actually need some, and we're gonna talk.
That too. And you bitches love having babies, and your babies need some new pics as well. And he does beautiful baby pictures and family photos as well. So you better get them while it's hot and before your baby daddy leave you. So thank you so much, and we will see you all next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.